pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
You ran into a brick wall. You ran into a brick wall, baby. You ran into a brick wall, baby.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Choose the mic.
The throw on 2nd down. Murray, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Even. 4 down.
Leopard!
45.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to drop him for a loss of 4. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Lucky 56.
Crash.
26, Mike. 26.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Double tight.
Detroit!
3 down. Odd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That is caught at the 7.
Oh, yeah!
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game.
4 down.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. English. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. A first down carry by Elliott. And the run. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 34. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
At the guest service booth, located on the lower level.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down.
Now a first down carry. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
No, check, Patriots!
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
56.
To throw on 2nd down. English. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Antonio Brown, 27 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find those guys, right?
Sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The drive will start with a run by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
Gun! Detroit!
Mike 51.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And caught left side, Olsen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Good!
And even 60 yards. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this deal, has got to be
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Gun! Detroit!
Looking to throw. English eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football. And you can see a flashback when he grabbed that one.
This is Freeman. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Leopard!
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab in this NFC Championship bout.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch him now, Barney!
You too can be a part of the NFL experience, sports fans.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. On 1st down, Murray. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Single. Hey,
Set! 319!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. When those short throws come, those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Murray. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Grady Jarrett coming up the middle. Gets him there for a loss of about 9.
26, Mike. 26.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. His throw incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working
All
in
right, now,
sync.
lucky 56.
Only way to play
Lucky
good
56.
defense.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Vic Beasley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route,
looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Number 47 records the interception on the play.
Hey, baby, I got you.
"13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on
All right, now,
first
lucky
down.
56. Lucky 56.
Check.
Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Murray looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and now he rolls him over. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
All right, here we go.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call
90.
their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score
All right, now,
right
look
here.
at
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. English. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Hey.
On third down, English. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score.
Let's go.
Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Scheduled for March 28th this year. Contact your local travel agent for details.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and now it's second down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and he was hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 50.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
59.
Gun!
Operating from the gun. English. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... end zone for a touchback.
What's the run? They're running it.
A first throw for the backup Trubisky.
Yeah.
It's caught. Stills right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Reds up.
26, Mike.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Let's go.
Mark Barron in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
We're go. Let's go.
On second down, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tight right.
Reds up.
Hey, guys.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, what a juke into space. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You can get that one.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Check Mike. 50.
All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw on second down. English. Man open left side is Brown. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. English. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams add on starting to book those tickets. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right. I got it.
On 1st and 10, Murray over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down at the 46.
Watch it now, Barney.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Murray.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Gun!
From the gun, Murray forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Now it's Trubisky. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw. English. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
We got 4. We got 4.
Off the bootleg. English. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, we are.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He finds a man on a crossing route.
That's it, baby.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also 2 two-point conversions.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Red, up.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in. 51.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Hey, 18.
Double tight. 3 down.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Sit up. 180!
26, Mike. Hey.
Red, up!
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and picks up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
26, Mike.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And down inside the 15 he goes. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
26, Mike.
Red, up!
I got him. Check 4.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away.
Gotta go.
Facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. So another example of it there. Here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg Olsen from 13 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Watch
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like they had the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will. That fires in a big way. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Number 28, at each return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
We got heavy. Everybody scoot up. Heavy. Kid 21.
They go play action here on first down.
Get in the weight room.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Franklin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Rams are out. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Good target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fight. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On first down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down. Alert.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you're
All right,
running
now, lucky
drag routes,
56.
you're
Lucky
able to hit a
56.
receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage
All right, now,
after
lucky
the
56.
catch.
Lucky
But in this
56.
situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Mike 5'9.
Gun!
Hey, here we go.
On first down, English. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
18.
Alert.
Red's up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Odd. 3 down.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
18,
From
18.
the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Hey, 18.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We're go.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Let's go, defense.
Kenny Stills from 6 yards away. And the Falcons cut into that lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Back 99 Philly.
Again, it's Devalia. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Tight right.
Even. 4 down.
Again, it's Elliott. Oh, what a move. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.